Hi, Vexy family. It's Amy again here with a nice gentle flow for you. I hope that you are all enjoying your time home with your families. I know that sounds crazy, but it's been a special time at home for sure. I had a lot more fun with my family than I've had in a long time. So anywho, let's go ahead and find a nice easy seat. All right, everybody, welcome to class today. Today's gentle flow with me, Amy. I think most of you know me. And hey, if I don't know you and you've been taking our classes, please shoot me an email, Amy@VexYoga, and introduce yourself. I'd love to get to know who's been watching our videos and connect with you. It's a little hard for me, these online classes, because the part I love so much about my business is that human connection that I get day in and day out with people. So please connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, now for real, we'll get started. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now keep that going. As you inhale, breathe in as deep as you can. And this time as you exhale, soften through your shoulders. Let them relax, sliding down your back. Tune into your neck. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale, relax that neck. Tune into your jaw. Big breath in. And as you exhale, soften through that jaw. Typically, when you soften through your jaw, your mouth will hang open. Go ahead and let it. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let's tune into our forehead, through our cheeks, through our nose. And exhale, soften through that space. Your face should feel a little heavy. Maybe your posture has sank a little bit, so go ahead and sit back up. Tuning into our top of our head here. If you'd like, you can bring your fingers to the top of your head, and as you inhale, press those fingers in slightly. And then exhale, draw the fingers down your head. Inhale, again pressing in, drawing those fingers down your head, giving yourself a little soothing scalp massage. You can try it a couple more times if you like. And exhale, let's bring those hands all the way back to our knees. And from here, on your exhale, let's just release that right leg. Connect that left foot into your right thigh. Now, if your leg doesn't go all the way down, put a blanket underneath of there. If your left leg, that is, doesn't go all the way down, you can put your block underneath or a blanket underneath, fold up a towel, whatever you have. We can get a little creative here. There's a lot of things at home we can use as yoga props. Alrighty, inhale, sitting up tall. Let's sweep those arms up, lifting our ribs off of our hips. Let the shoulders slide down away from our ears. And as we exhale, take these shoulders and turn them toward that right foot. Inhale, lengthening one more time, and exhale, hinge forward, going forward with a flat back at first. And then when you're ready, come all the way around, reaching for your toes here, letting your upper back curve through that thoracic and cervical spine. And again, inhale, lengthen through your heart, press that heart forward, draw the shoulders away from your ears, and exhale, let your head sink to your knee. If reaching for your foot's a little far away for you, that's okay. Bring your hands to your shins or bring your hands to your floor, whatever feels good for you. And every inhale is a lengthening of our spine, and every exhale is a sinking of our head toward our leg. Continue lengthening and lowering here. And as you do that, check in on the back of your knee. If your back of your knee feels a little overextended or you're kind of pressing it toward the floor, roll up a little washcloth or a dish towel, place it underneath of there. Give it something to be comfortable on. If the back of your hamstring thinks it would like a deeper stretch, point those toes toward you and continue to sink toward your leg. We'll hang out here for just a few breaths. On your next exhale, bring those hands back to your mat and walk those hands back as you inhale until you're sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale, sweep that left leg out and inhale, bring that right foot in to your left thigh. Tuck a blanket or whatever support you need under that right thigh. Make it happen. And then on our inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. Ribs are lifting off of our hips once again. Exhale, turn those shoulders toward that left foot. Inhale, lengthening one more time. And exhale, hinging forward, reaching for those toes. Inhale, letting that heart press forward. Exhale, sinking your head towards your knee. Remember, if you need to let those hands come to the mat or to your shin, you are welcome to do that instead. Every inhale, we press that heart forward, shoulders draw back, and every exhale, that head sinks closer to your leg. Going to hang out here for a few breaths. Flex those toes toward your head if you'd like to connect a little deeper through that hamstring. And release that foot. Gently walk those hands on back. And then exhale, we're going to release our legs out in front of us. On our inhale, let's bring that right leg in. You can keep that right foot right inside that left thigh, or you could tuck it over that left leg. However, wherever your foot is placed, you want that foot flat on the floor. But if it doesn't go flat on the floor, flat to a block, flat onto a book, wherever you're comfortable with it. Then inhale, we'll sweep our right arm on up, and exhale, bring that right arm behind us. Checking in with our glutes here, keeping them nice and even on the mat. Inhale the left arm up, and as you exhale, take that left elbow and hook it outside that right knee. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale, and exhale, twist through those shoulders, turning your gaze behind you as far as you can stand it. If you feel a little uneven on your hips, you might want to sit on a sit on a blanket, a folded up blanket. If bringing that left elbow outside that right knee is a little uncomfortable, then hug that knee instead. Every inhale, we're sitting up tall. Every exhale, we're twisting a little deeper. And exhale, let's slowly unwind, releasing that right leg. Inhale, bring in the left leg, again, keeping it connected to the right thigh on the inside, or bring it across, whatever works for your body here. Hips are nice and level. Inhale the left arm up, and exhale, bring that left hand behind you, sitting up tall. Inhale the right arm up, and exhale, hook that right arm outside that left knee. As you sit up and lengthen through that spine, turn your shoulders toward the back of the room, turning your gaze behind you as far as you can go. Every inhale, lengthen. Every exhale, twist. Again, hug that right leg instead. Hug that left leg instead if it's a little much to bring that elbow all the way around. And exhale, unwind. Send that left leg out. Wiggle those legs if you need to. We'll sit up nice and tall again. Roll those shoulders back, finding our strap here because it's time to stretch those hammies. I know I'm looking forward to that part. Inhale, hug the knees in, and exhale, let's roll on back to the mat. Give those legs a nice big squeeze here, pulling that belly button in toward the floor, kind of getting a nice stretch into our lower back. Now, if you do not have a strap, an old t-shirt or a towel will be just fine here. We don't have to get fancy with it. And with your next exhale, release that left leg out to the mat. Bring your hands onto that right knee. And with an exhale, draw a circle with that knee out to the right. Keeping those glutes connected to the mat. Rolling into that hip. Big circle or little circle, whatever is right for your body. Remember, if it hurts, don't do it. All right, let's hug that leg in as we inhale. And then exhale, we're going to drop that right leg open to the right side. Roll that left hip back onto the mat. If this is uncomfortable, bring your right hand out to support that leg or put a block underneath of your leg. It's absolutely going to help you. Don't be in pain over something. Every exhale, let that leg get a little heavier. And then let's bring our right hand outside that right thigh and inhale, bring that right leg back to the center. Now is our big moment. Grab that strap, wrap it around the ball of our right foot. Let those shoulders roll back here. And on an inhale, let's lengthen through this right leg, pushing up through your heel. Try to get a straight line from your right hip all the way out through that right heel. If you don't get a straight line, that's okay. Every inhale is a big push of that heel away from your body. You should be feeling this all the way along the back of that leg into that hip. Check in on the back of your knee. If you're feeling like you're really stretching on the back of that knee, get a little micro bend going because you're stretching on the back of your knee. That means you're stretching your tendons. Now check in with your shoulders. Sometimes when we grab onto our strap, it's like we're holding on for dear life. We want to relax our shoulders, relax our grip. Pushing that heel away with every inhale. If you prefer to reach up and grab your toe, you are welcome to take that option here. Whatever works for your body. From here, big inhale, push through that heel. Exhale, start to move those toes as if you could touch the floor above your head. So you're bringing your quads closer to your belly. Then if you'd like, you can continue to hold on through your strap. Just relax those shoulders back. Or if you want to bring those two fingers up inside of that big toe, you can do it that way too. Every inhale is a lengthening of your leg, and every exhale, we're dipping those toes closer to the floor above our head. If your leg is getting a little trembly, go ahead and bend your knee. But if your leg is a little trembly and it doesn't hurt and you want to keep going just like this, you absolutely can. Stay here for a long time. These feel really good today. But we do have other poses to get to. Exhale, let's bring that leg back through the center, removing that strap. Inhale, bring your left leg in, bend that left leg in and release your right ankle to that left thigh. Now you're in a figure 4 or reverse pigeon, whatever you like to call it. Interlace your fingers around that left thigh and inhale. Let that left thigh press back. As you exhale, that right knee moves away from your body. Big inhales here, thighs pressing back. Exhale, right knees moving away from your body. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. Relax those shoulders here. On your next exhale, release that left thigh. Now we're going to keep our legs just like they are. Don't let them slide around on each other. And we're going to rotate those hips over to the left, bringing our right foot flat to the floor or flat to a block, rolling our right shoulder back till our shoulders are nice and flat. Extend our right arm, extend our left arm out to a T, turning and looking out over those right fingertips if that feels okay for you. It's going to help you sink a little deeper into this twist. If that's a little much for your neck, then gaze right up at your ceiling. Take a big inhale. And exhale, sink into this twist. And with an inhale, let's gently roll our hips back to the center. Head comes back to the center. Bring that right leg on up and release that right leg out to the mat. Inhale, bring those hands onto your left knee. Give it a big old squeeze here. And with an exhale, rotate that knee out to the left. Nice, easy breathing here. Big circle or little circle, whatever your body desires here. And then on your next inhale, hug that left leg in, grabbing your strap. Wrap it around the ball of your left foot. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to drop our leg out to the left side. Inhale, hug that left leg in. Exhale, drop that left leg out to your left side. Letting that left foot come to a block or all the way to the floor if you can stand it. Rolling your right hip back to the mat. If you need to bring some support out for that left leg, by all means, a block or your hand should take care of that. Now your right leg may have opened all the way up and your left leg is kind of stuck. That's normal. One is always different than the other. And then that left hand on the outside of that left thigh. Inhale, bring it right back to center. Now we're ready for that stretch on our hamstring. Taking our strap and wrapping it around the ball of our left foot. On your inhale, lengthen through that leg, getting nice and long here. Pushing that heel straight on up. Feeling that stretch all the way up and down the back of our leg. Checking in on the back of our knee. Really pushing through that heel. The more you can push through that heel, the deeper the stretch will be. Let your shoulders relax back. Let the hands maybe slide down the strap and kind of relax near your belly. If you prefer to reach up and grab your toe, you are welcome to reach up and grab your toes instead. Quick note here, on these deep hamstring stretches, it's important to drink lots of water throughout the day because we're stretching through our fascia And stretching through our fascia causes us to release lactic acid into our body. Lactic acid will cause cramping throughout your body. So if it's not flushed out, it's going to find a new home and cause you new cramps. So if you have achy legs or achy feet, a lot of time that could be that balled up, tightened fascia. So lactic acid, nice deep hamstring stretches and lots of water. Alrighty, when you're ready, inhale and exhale, bringing those toes toward the floor above your head. Continue to lengthen through your leg and then continue to drop through those toes. If you'd like to reach up and put those 2 fingers inside your big toe here, take this version instead, you absolutely can. Lengthen through that leg. Oh, big inhale, big exhale, sinking that leg towards your body. And exhale, let's return that leg back into the center. Removing our strap, and then inhale, bring the right leg in. Exhale, left ankle on top of your right thigh. Inhale, interlace those fingers around that right thigh. Let that right thigh press back. And exhale, let that left knee move away from the body. Inhale, right thigh moves on in. Exhale, left knee moves away from you. Big deep breath in. Exhale, stretching into that left hip. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. And exhale, release that right thigh. Keep our legs just like they are. And with our next exhale, rotate those hips over to the right, bringing that left foot flat on the floor or flat to a block, whatever you have will work. Extend that left arm, turning your gaze out over those left fingertips. Extend your right arm out to a T. Take a deep breath in and exhale, sink into this twist. And remember, if this is a little much for your neck to turn one way, then gaze straight up at the ceiling. Whatever works for you here. And inhale, let's bring those hips back to the center. Bring that left leg to join the right. Hug those knees in. Maybe move into some back circles here, taking some nice little massage into our lower back and our glutes. And then hug those knees in. And inhale, rock on up. And exhale, roll on over into a tabletop. Let's bring those knees right below our hips, hip distance apart. Tops of our feet are flat on the floor. Belly button pulls in to flatten out through that lower back. Arms are shoulder distance apart. Elbows are below the shoulders and wrists are right below those elbows. Palms are pressing into the mat. Spin those triceps into your body. Just settle into this pose for a minute, closing your eyes. Scan this pose. See if anything needs a little more more attention here. Like I notice I'm really pressing out to the side of my right hand, so I'm going to adjust that. Then on your next inhale, let that chest sink toward the floor, pulling it forward past those biceps, gazing up at the ceiling, maybe your tailbone's tipping up for cow. As you exhale, tuck that chin into the chest, pulling our heart back through our shoulder blades. Tailbone might tuck forward for cat. Inhale and exhale. Keep these cats and cows going at your own pace here. You can stay with traditional cat and cow, or you can take big, exaggerated movements if that feels good to you. Whatever you like here. Keep that going here for a few more breaths. Let's go ahead and come back into center here. And let's go ahead and move those hips from side to side here. A little creative movement if you need it. Big circle with the hips if that feels good. Maybe the ribs are moving from side to side. And then right back into neutral here. Then on your inhale, let's flip those toes, and exhale, send those hips up and back into your downward dog. Let's calibrate this downward dog here. Press those palms into the mat. Fingers are pressing in nice and strong like little anchors. Triceps are spinning in towards your ears. Your head and neck are relaxed. As you inhale, belly button pulls in, hips lift toward the ceiling. As you exhale, thighs press toward the back of the room as your heels head toward the mat. Your hamstrings should be feeling pretty good here, but if they're still feeling tight or you've got some achiness, go ahead and pedal it out here. Relax that head and neck. Maybe you're going to give it a little twist from side to side. And then let's settle into this downward dog here, into stillness here. Keep in mind, this is about lengthening and strengthening our spine, not so much about those heels heading toward the mat. On your next inhale, look out in front of you. And as you exhale, walk those feet forward until they're right there between your hands, coming into a nice little ragdoll. Knees are stacked on top of your ankles. Hips are stacked on top of your knees. Arms are long right now. Let them just drape at your side. Head and neck totally relaxed. Sinking toward those legs. From here, if you'd like to grab elbow to elbow and take those gentle sways from right to left, you are absolutely welcome to do that. Keeping our head and neck relaxed. Coming back into stillness, let the arms fall back to the ground, pressing those feet in. As you inhale, slowly roll on up, bringing our head and neck up last. Big exhale when you get here. And then let's find our way into our mountain pose, but let's face each other here. We're going to be moving into goddess squat eventually, so we want to be middle of our mat. Go ahead and face me. Let's point those toes forward, knees are facing forward, thighs are lifting, belly button pulls in, pelvis tilts forward here, shoulders are relaxed, sliding down your back, arms are off to the side. Let your head and neck float right here between your shoulders. Close your eyes and scan your body. Notice if anything's off for you. I can feel my body better when my eyes are closed, so that's why I recommend that. Pressing my feet in, lifting those quads, everything's in line. Let's take a half sun salutation here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, shoulders are down away from the ears. And as you exhale, hinge right there from those hips as you fold forward. You can bring your hands to your heart center if you like to fold forward, or keep the arms out as they come around. We're going to take this first one nice and slow. Let that head and neck relax. Inhale into a half lift, flat back, looking ahead. So you're going to lift up that torso, pull that belly button, and roll those shoulders back. Hands can be at your shins. It can be all the way on the floor, wherever you're comfortable here. And exhale, let your body sink back toward the floor. Pressing those feet into the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms on up. And exhale those hands back to your heart center. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from those hips and fold forward. Inhale into your half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing the feet into the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms on up. And exhale those hands back through your heart center. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale as you root down through those feet to rise up. And exhale, bring those hands back to your heart center. All right, inhale nice and long here. Exhale, let's step out with our right foot. Let's keep the toes and knees facing forward. Pelvis tilt in. We're still lifting through our quads. And we're going to send our arms out here. We're coming into our five-pointed star, pushing those arms out as far away from you as you can here. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders slide down your back. Belly button pulls in. Pelvis tilts forward. Knees are lifting. Quads are lifting. You can close your eyes here if you like and just feel your body in this pose. All right, from here on your exhale, let's turn our toes out. And inhale, sweep those arms up like we're holding a nice, like we're trying to hold a ball above our head, a big giant beach ball. Toes are out. Still lifting through those quads. Belly button still pulling in, still tilting that pelvis forward. And then exhale, let's squat. Bend right into those knees, trying to track those knees over those ankles, pressing the knees back, squeezing in through those quads, belly buttons in. Feel even on your toes here. Pressing into our feet. Inhale, let's come on up. And exhale, let's squat back down. Inhale, we're going nice and slow here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. 3 are on your own breath, and then we'll all meet back in goddess pose. All righty. From here, inhale, we're going to bring our feet back to parallel with the sides of our mat. Take a nice big inhale here. Pull that belly button in, tilting that pelvis forward. Exhale, hinge into a forward fold. Hands can come to the mat here. Head and neck relax. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, sinking deeper. Now, if you need more space, heel toe those feet out, keeping them parallel with the side of the mat. Checking in on your feet here. Are you rolling out on your ankles? If you are, roll it back to the center. If you continue to roll out on your ankles, please be safe and bring your feet closer together. Now, if you can come all the way down to your forearms, go ahead. If your head makes it all the way to the floor, to a block, remember you're not bearing weight in the top of that head. You want to nice and gentle here. Nice big inhale. Nice smooth exhale. Exhale, press those palms into the mat and inhale, half lift. On your exhale, turn your fingers behind you. Have an inhale as you lengthen through the spine, and exhale, walk those hands back as far as you can get them to go. Again, if you're making it to your head, be careful with your head. Do not bear all your weight into your head and your neck. Every exhale, reach back like you're trying to grab something that's just a little too far away from you. And then inhale, let's come back through the center, half lift. Exhale, right hand to your left foot here. If you can't make it, just go as far as you can, wherever you're comfortable. Inhale, send your left arm up, trying to stack through our shoulders, turning your gaze up towards your left hand if that's comfortable. If having your arm up is uncomfortable, wrap it around your back or bring your hand to your hip. Again, doing what's right for your body. And exhale, let's come back through the center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left hand to your right foot. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Again, working on stacking through our shoulders as we twist. Release the arm to your back, hand to your hip, whatever works for your body. And exhale back through the center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, heel toe your feet to about hip distance, a little more than hip distance apart. Toes stay turning out to the outside. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, let's move right on into our squat. Now, if you get here and you're too far away, you need to heel toe the feet in, go for it. If you would rather sit on something and then bring your legs into our squat, our malasana, then you absolutely can. So find what works for your body. Feet are flat on the floor. They're pressing into that mat. Quads are engaged here. Heart is lifted. Belly button pulls in. And inhale, lift through the heart. Arms are pressing into your thighs. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms are pressing into those thighs. And exhale, release. One more time, press those arms into the thighs and hold it. And exhale, release. Gently bring one hand at a time and then one knee at a time back to the mat. Then we're going to come back around here on our mat, head facing toward the end of your mat. If you need to move those hips a little bit here, you absolutely can. Coming back into our tabletop here. On your exhale, extend that right foot out. Push through that heel. Nice stretch into our calf here. Then on your inhale, you're going to sweep that right leg forward into a low lunge. So that right leg is going to come forward all the way between your hands. Toe and knee is facing forward. Your knee is on top of your ankle here. Belly button still pulling in. Hips are still tilted forward. We're flexing through our back leg, pushing that thigh toward the back of the room to keep pressure out of your knee. If you have knee trouble and this is a lot for your knee, bring that leg up into a higher lunge here. Just flip that toe and lift that leg up. Other things you can do here to put blankets under your knee. Make sure you're safe. That's the number one thing here. Inhale, really lengthen through that spine, pulling that belly button in. We're going to breathe right here. Then on our exhale, we're going to heel toe our foot out a little bit to the side, our right foot. Turn our toes out to the corner of our mat. Bring our right arm in here. Press those palms into the mat. Now, if you want to stay right here, great. You can stay right here. If you'd like to make your way all the way into lizard, you can come down onto your forearms, pressing into those forearms here. If you can't quite make it all the way to the ground, blocks can be your best friend. Come onto that forearm. Inhale and exhale. Remember, we're sinking through the hips. Don't ever let your knee come out over that ankle. Keep that knee on top of your ankle here. Couple more breaths here. And then exhale, press those palms back into the mat. And slowly glide those hips back all the way into runner's lunge. Stretching nice and long on the back of that right leg, as if our hamstrings haven't had enough. Trying to make up for lost time here. And exhale, walk those hands forward. Inhale, flip that back toe lift. And I'm sorry, Keep that leg planted. I forgot we're not going into downward dog. We're coming back into a tabletop. Whew. Moving our hips from side to side here if we need it. And then extend that left leg, pushing through those toes, pushing through that heel. Belly button pulls in. Nice calf stretch here. And then inhale, let's sweep that left leg forward into our low lunge. And again, knees on top of the ankle. Back thigh is flexed and pressing toward the back of the room to keep pressure off of that knee. And we're just going to hang out and breathe right here. Again, lift that back leg up here, flip that toe, lift that leg if you need to. Don't hurt yourself here. It's important to be safe. If you need blocks underneath of your hands here, that's something else that can be really helpful. Now on an exhale, heel toe that left foot out a little bit, creating some space to bring that left arm in. Maybe your toes are pointing to the corner of your mat here. Nice big inhale and exhale. Feel free to come all the way to your forearms or onto blocks. Whatever works for your body here. Exhale, plant those palms in. Inhale, coming back to your palms. And exhale, glide those hips back, coming all the way to your left heel, stretching along the back of that leg. If you'd like to bring that left arm around your foot, you can, or keep your hands on the inside, whatever is working for you. And exhale, gently walk those hands forward. And exhale, slide that left leg back into tabletop. We're going to move into Mandukasana or frog pose. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to face you, but you can stay, well, face me. That way you have your entire mat to be on for your knees. If you need a little more support for your knees, remember, put a blanket underneath of you. It is okay. So we are going to walk our knees to the outside. So bringing those knees to the outside as far as you can go. If you need a block between you and the floor, put a block between you and the floor. Ankles are directly coming off your knees. Toes are pointed to the outside. Coming down as far as you can. Maybe you can get all the way down here. Today I cannot. My forearms are on the mat. My palms are flat. My shoulders are pulled away. My belly button's pulling in. Getting a deep inner thigh stretch. If you can, push your hips toward behind you. Push the hips behind you if you can stand that. Further engaging through those inner thighs. Then we're going to have a few breaths here. If this is painful for you, please don't do it. Gently rock forward onto your belly instead and come out of it. Couple more breaths. And then exhale, let's press those palms in, gently pressing ourselves up. And I like to slide my right leg to meet my right knee. That's the easier way for me to do it. So if you'd rather slide left to right, you can. Now that we're here, we can rock those hips one more time, a little side to side here if you need to. And then the other thing I like to do after that is come all the way to my belly, bending my legs here, and then just take those gentle windshield wipers, rolling through my hips. And then release the legs back to the mat. Plant the palms in. Inhale, gently press yourself on up. And exhale, let's roll onto our backs here. Hug those legs in. After those goddess and that frog, happy baby should feel pretty good right now. Bending those legs at that 90-ish degree angle. You can grab the outsides from here, Or you can wrap your hands around and grab the outsides of your feet and then try to lengthen through the legs, creating a little resistance, helping you connect even deeper to those inner thighs if that feels good for you. That's a little much after all that inner thigh stretching. You can just grab the outside here. Gently rocking from side to side, massaging into our backs. Hug the legs in if that feels good. Extend the legs out if you like. Whatever feels good here. This is your moment to take any movements that you feel you need right now. And then inhale, hug those knees in. And before we slip away into our Shavasana, it's really important that you take this pose and rest your mind and your muscles after our practice. I know since we're doing this online at home, it'd be easy to skip this part. And maybe you've got a lot of distractions around you, but that's okay. The kids can climb on you. The animals can snuggle up to you, whatever it is. Let it happen naturally. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's release those legs out to the mat. Let your arms rest out to the side. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose here. And then let it all out through your mouth. And again, deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. One more time, breathing in as deep as you can stand it here. And exhale, let all that air out. Letting go of controlled breathing. Sending your invading thoughts away to catch up with you later. Your thoughts are still coming after you. Tune into your sacral chakra. That space right there below your belly button, just above your pelvis. Picture that orange color of this space and let that be all that you think about while we take the next few minutes to rest our mind and our muscles. If you haven't already, tune into that sacral chakra again from your belly button to your pelvis. Bring your hands into that space, keeping your eyes closed here. Tune into the orange color of this space. And if you don't see orange, embrace whatever is there. This chakra is the center of our feeling, our physical feeling, that sensational feelings, our pleasure, our sensuality, our intimacy, and our connection. The energy of this chakra allows you to let go, to move, and to feel change and transformation occurring within your body. It allows you to experience moments as they are in their own fullness. Passion is the fuel of creative energy, and an open sacral chakra is full of passion. Everything you create, a poem, a drawing, a website, a loaf of bread, whatever it is that you create, originates from the energy of your second chakra. A person with an open sacral chakra is passionate, present in her body, sensual, creative, and connected to her feelings. I'm going to let you lay there right where you're at, staying comfortable, tuning into that sacral chakra. Feel free to repeat this out loud or in your head. We're going to move through our mantras here. I take good care of my physical body. I value and respect my body. I have healthy boundaries. I love and enjoy my body. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys and I miss you guys. Bring our hands to our heart center. You can again stay lying down. We'll close our practice here. Namaste.